Iran and its proxies continue to threaten revenge against Israel for the attack on its operatives. They're also hinting that the United States may also be a target.
Israel is bracing for a retaliatory strike. At the same time, the IDF is warning citizens of conflict escalating on the northern border. Chris Mitchell reports from Jerusalem.
Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei vowed Israel would pay for the attack against its operatives.
They will be slapped for that, of course. Day by day, the regime will become weaker, and God willing, it will get closer to demise and destruction.
Iran's President Raisi and Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah hinted the U.S. also might be targeted.
America is undoubtedly an inevitable partner in the crimes of the Zionist entity in Gaza.
The enemy will be defeated, as well as all who stand behind this enemy.
Iran may view the upcoming Al-Quds Day as a time to retaliate. On the last Friday of Ramadan, Iranians chant death to Israel and demand the end of the so-called Israeli occupation of Palestine. Anticipating the threat, the IDF is increasing its air defenses and canceling vacations for all military pilots and calling up air defense troops for duty.
As the country raises its defenses, it's also preparing to go on offense. Israeli media is reporting the IDF will launch a media campaign to prepare the civilian population for an escalation in the north.
With the country on heightened alert, Benny Gantz is calling on his rival, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, to agree to new elections in September, 2 years ahead of schedule.
I believe that the Israeli society needs to renew its contract with its leadership.
Netanyahu's Likud party says an election would freeze Israel in its tracks as it wages war in Gaza and prepares to step up the fight against Hezbollah.
You still have soldiers fighting inside Gaza with Hamas, and you also have a much larger war potentially looming with Hezbollah in the north. And if you go to an election right now, that could really paralyze the ability of the politicians, including the prime minister, who would then be a caretaker prime minister with limited authority, to be able to conduct the war the way it is truly necessary.
As the Israeli government deals with the fallout after the accidental killing of 7 international aid workers in Gaza, Netanyahu and President Biden are scheduled to speak by phone today. While Biden has expressed outrage over the deaths and opposes Israel's goals to invade Rafah and wipe out Hamas's last military battalions in Gaza, the White House insists it still backs Israel in its war against Hamas. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.